Good morning, dear students. Welcome to today's English learning class. As you know, we have started business letters this week itself. We have done some 4 to 5 types of letters. The next type of business letters is making complaints about defective goods. We'll be exploring all the ins and outs of making complaints about defective goods through this sample letter. So let's read it and get the understanding of the ins and outs. Fine. As you know, first of all, we write the sender's address at the top without giving any punctuation marks. Then reference number is written. See, I have added this CMPLN that indicates the letter of complaint, so that later on when they refer to their own letters, they may understand that this was the letter of complaint. Then date is written in the prescribed format. Then the receiver's address, we are addressing to Messrs Globe Enterprise. Messrs means more than one people. It's the plural of Mr. or Miss. Then subject is written in brief. It should be as brief as feasible with first letter of every word capital. Then we write the salutation. It is either sir or sirs. In this case it is sir, since we are addressing to the many people. Fine. Now the body of the letter should be divided into four paragraphs or 3 paragraphs up to the minimum. And the first paragraph, in case of defect, you need to mention about the order you placed, the date you placed the order on, and you have received the order, this particular thing. So this entire thing. And in business, as I told you, that we need to be polite, we need to be courteous while making a complaint. So I have just chosen a perfect beginning for making complaint. In the first paragraph, we are acknowledging, we are just letting them know that we have received the order. I would like to acknowledge that the consignment of sports material supplied by you against our order number, we are referring to our order number, dated this, reached us on Friday of this week. So we have shared all important pieces of information with them in the introductory paragraph within the stipulated time period. In a way, we are just patting their back that though they have sent their items within the stipulated time period, yet there is something to complain about. So that will be making in the second paragraph in detail. However, I regret to inform you that many of the items received are defective in one way or the other. So they have one or the other kind of defect. For that you are expressing your regret. Then you need to elaborate the defect. The cricket bats are chipping off. It means they are peeling off. Their layers are coming off. There are slivers of wood coming out. The footballs have frayed seams. The footballs, the seams where the footballs are stitched, the threads are coming out. Frayed means seams. The basketball nets have holes in them. So some pieces of defects you have mentioned with them. Now what is the consequence of that? How have we taken this defect? Our procurement committee is not at all pleased with the goods supplied and considering terminating your contract. So this is the possible consequence you have shared with them. Now we are coming with the next idea. So line gap, next paragraph. However, as the sports secretary, see, whenever we begin next paragraph, we just choose a word. I have chosen however deliberately in the two consequent paragraphs to make you know that however is a strong word that can be added when you are coming out with a new idea. However, it's a connector of contrast. So you say something, then you say a contradictory statement. However, as the sports secretary, it is my duty to investigate the matter before initiating any action. Fine. I therefore invite you to give us an explanation as to why such substandard pieces of equipment were sent to us. So you are seeking explanation through this line. Moreover, all defective goods are being sent. Yeah, all the defective goods are to be sent back with a request for the immediate replacement with the flawless ones. Along with that, you are making a request that the item should be replaced and the replaced item should be flawless without any defect. And you can add one more thing into this, that all defective goods are being sent to you at your own cost. Means now the cost of sending the goods, the transportation cost, it will be upon them. Fine, since they have been in the wrong, so it's their responsibility to pay that. That can also be mentioned. You can think of certain other relevant thing that comes to your mind to be added into this letter. And before taking a leave, since they have been in the wrong, and we can give them a piece of advice that they need to look into the functioning of their dispatch section so that such a problem do not repeat in future. So that you can use the word may, as I have told you that may is a beautiful beginning to make a request or give a piece of advice. See, may I hereby advise you to look into the functioning of your dispatch section so as not to repeat such an embarrassing situation in future. Embarrassing situation. Yeah, the situation is quite embarrassing for them, so you can use this word. Embarrassing situation is a situation that puts somebody into embarrassment because they have been into the wrong. Then concluding remark, looking forward to a speedy and prompt redressal. Redressal means solution of the problem. Fine, solution of the complaint made. Then as you have been told, we leave a line, signatures come, then yours faithfully we write. Let me remind you that while writing yours faithfully, Y of yours is capital without apostrophe, with S faithfully F should be small. Then we write complete name, then sports in charge, the designation is written. So this is a sample letter complaining about defective goods. Now you need to be mindful about the statement in front of you while composing letters, and if there is a particular thing mentioned in the statement, that is to be included into the body of the letter while writing letter. So if you take these all things mentioned while explaining this letter to you, and the right format is there, you will be getting good marks and you will be drafting a good letter. Dear students, as I have told you that letter writing is to be learnt not merely for the sake of being able to respond when the statements appear in questions. They have broaden perspective, they have broaden horizon, broaden purpose of learning. They are going to help us a lot. Since although this is the era of sending text messages and sending emails and so many other means of communications have developed, but in business this ritual still is in vogue, and people are practicing this ritual of writing letters, and the quality of your letter highlights the depth of your understanding, the depth of your perception. So I would like all of you to master the art of letter writing. I'll be leaving some statements to be solved on the WhatsApp group. You can solve them and send your compositions back to me for the comments. Fine. Moving on to the next letter. Complaining about wrong supply. How complaining about wrong supply is different from complaining about defective goods. In case of defective goods, you get the goods in damaged condition or with some defect, but wrong supply is altogether sending the goods you didn't even order for. You got something you didn't even order for, and here I have taken a sample where an individual had placed an order and he got the things he had not ordered for. It can be a communication between a retailer and a wholesaler, between a school and a manufacturer. But I have taken a sample where in individual capacity a person placed an order, but he didn't get the things he ordered for. Let's see what kind of shape this kind of letter would take. Fine, I have just removed the scribbling. I am just sharing the screen where I have composed this letter for you so that you can understand, and I'll be sending you the statements to compose further letters. Fine. Similarly to other letters, as we start the letters with addresses, here I have written examination hall, sector 20, Chandigarh. Here see, examination hall is written in place of the sender's address when the address is not given in the statement. Since in exams you are composing the letter from the examination hall, so it is advisable to write examination hall if the statement doesn't comprise the sender's address. So it is written. Then line gap, here you can see that there is a line gap, so it is to be given. Then date is to be written. Then receiver's address with the line gap. Here the space doesn't tell whether line gap is there or not, but you have to give line gap, as you know. Then subject should be brief in 5, 6, 4 words, complaining regarding wrong set of books. Yeah, I have taken a sample when wrong set of books were received by the person placing order. Since message were written, again salutation is sirs. Again, if you are communicating with reference to a previous communication, you need to take the reference of that previous communication in the beginning line. Kindly refer to my order number this about a book set placed with your publishing house via Amazon app. So this time virtual platform had been used, which we have been using nowadays. On this date has been mentioned, platform via which the order was offered, order was made, order number, and for what was the order. So all essential pieces of information should be there in the introductory paragraph. Moving on, thanks to your practice of dispatching the order within the stipulated period, I received my package yesterday through first flight courier services. See, though you are writing this letter with an intention of making a complaint, but in businesses we need to start our conversations politely. And if we can just pat the back of the other person for the things they have been doing good to us, it is the right way of starting a communication, whether it is spoken or whether it is written correspondence. So first we are just patting their back that they have been quite particular in sending the goods within the stipulated period. Stipulated period is a period that was decided at the time of placing order. That was the deadline for the execution of the order. Fine. However, the opening of the package now, however is coming, it's a connector of contrast. So you have praised them, now you are going to express your grievance. However, the opening of the package filled me with this feeling of dismay. This dismay means dismay is a good word. I would like to add this word to your active vocabulary. Dismay means a feeling of disappointment. It filled with me a feeling of disappointment. Why did it fill you with a feeling of disappointment? As it contained the wrong set of books. By mistake, wet has been written, so you need to read it set. When I send you this file, I'll be correcting it. I had placed, so it should be read placed. I had placed an order of English version of all volumes of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, whereas the package contained the Marathi version of those. Fine, so this was the error committed. Here the things went wrong. So you need to make it clear in your letter that what was ordered for and what was received. Fine. Now next paragraph. I was quite desperate. Now what has been the consequence, or what has been your reaction on the wrong delivery of books, or how has it caused a kind of trouble to you? It may be some financial trouble, it may be some emotional trouble, anything. I was quite desperate to relish the pleasures the legendary book offers. It means I was quite keen on reading the books. I was extremely eager to read the books and go through the book. But this discrepancy, yeah, you need to understand this word. Discrepancy. Discrepancy. Discrepancy means a kind of mistake. Find a kind of error. Fine. So suppose something was to be sent and other thing has been sent, that is a discrepancy. Fine. Where things went wrong on their part. So discrepancy is a beautiful word that I would also like you to add into your active vocabulary. There have been a discrepancy, there have been an error, there have been a mistake on their part. So it's a qualitative version of the words mistake and error. Instead of writing this, you can use this here. It very much fits here. But this discrepancy, perhaps on part of the employees of your packaging section, spoilt my excitement. Yeah, this is the loss you have to bear as a result of their error, as a result of a mistake being committed by them. That your pleasure has got spoiled, and you are also here letting them know that mistake perhaps was occurred by the dispatching section. Sometimes it happens that some particular employees they are quite careless, they are quite negligent, and it happens. So you are taking that angle here. I have left with no other option then send the received books back with a request for the speedy replacement. Now you have to send the goods back and request them for the speedy replacement. So in the previous letter also there was a variety of lines shared with you to express this thing. Here another thing, I have left with no other option, or I would rather advise you to you start this line this way: under these circumstances I have left with no other option than send the received books back with a request for the speedy replacement. When you are making a request also, see here I would like to share with you a tip of grammar. Generally when we speak we say I have left with no other option than to send the received books back. It seems that this then should be followed by to, but let me tell you, whenever we use then, in this case we use bare infinitive. See, we have used first form of verb. Instead of saying to send, we have used I have left with no other option than send. Here this send is bare infinitive, and then in this case is followed by first form of verb instead of to plus first form of verb. I would like you to keep this grammatical rule in your memory. You must have learned this in your junior classes in the topic of non-finites. Since it appeared here, I felt like speaking over it and sharing this thing with you. Hope you will keep this in your mind. Now, most important thing is, since you are asking them that they should send you the correct order, so it is advisable that you need to enclose the original order so that they may not commit the mistake again. Sometimes it happens you send a letter of complaint, again the same thing comes at their end, because there is something at their end which is making them send that particular thing. So you need to enclose the receipt and other documents of the order so that they can refer to and they can find out that you are the genuine customer, you actually purchased. So this is just the courtesy of making complaints as well. Enclosed with this letter are the copies of the receipt and the transaction documents. Transaction documents get generated whenever we make an online transaction, so the copy of that. Kindly ensure, now you are making request as well, kindly ensure the replacement within a week's time. Now suppose they do not meet up to your expectations, so you can give them a polite warning also. If this is not redressed, then what would happen? Kindly ensure the replacement within a week's time, or I'll be forced to knock at the doors of Consumer Protection Forum for the Justice. Yes, when consumers are cheated, there is a institute that looks after the complaints of the consumers, so that you can just give them a kind of caution, so that they are more particular about solving your issue within time. Also acknowledge the receipt of complaint and its acceptance at my email. Yeah, sometimes it happens when you just take the follow up of your complaint, after many days they say they didn't receive the complaint. So you ask them that they need to acknowledge you that sometimes it happens now, we just file a complaint online and there comes a message and a ticket is issued to us, a complaint ticket. So in written communication you can ask them that they should let you know that your complaint has been received, and it has not only been received, it has been accepted as well. You can share your email ID. Looking forward to a prompt action. Then the formalities, Varun signature, you're sincerely Varun Joshi. Since it's an individual, there is no designation, so in bracket it's not mentioned. Yeah, at the end you need to mention the enclosures. What have you enclosed with your letter? Copy of receipt and transaction documents. Fine. So my dear students, the two varieties of business letters making complaint I have shared with you. You are just to look towards these letters for reference, understand the tone of the business letters, pay attention to the essentials required to be put while writing such letters. Fine. I'll be sending you some statements to compose your own letters. You are free to add something on your own, but get it verified from me that whether it suits or not. Fine. This was just an idea to be shared with you. Hope you had a good session today. Thank you very much. Take a good care of yourself. Bye bye.